We created TreeHQ because we wanted a simple system that was paperless, that we could access from anywhere, anytime, that had clear instructions about the process of what we were doing to save time. You virtually have this wonderful, in your hand, business tool. Office, yeah. A paper system, you might write that same piece of information 10 times. This is done once. There's various levels of login. As a team member, they can look at the job prior to actually being on site. They'll get a voiceover as well as the video to see what the access is like, for instance. Their risk assessments, they've got to fill all those in before they continue on. They've got an equipment list, so they can look at that to see what they need, a small chip or a small stunt machine, whether it's limited access. These are things that can all be added in your voiceover, with the video, with the equipment lists, with the risk assessments. It makes life simpler. At the end of the job, all they've got to do is mark whether the job's complete. As soon as it's marked complete, they know they can just invoice the client. So potentially they can do that themselves on the spot. This is basically the old system that we had. The middle copy would be ripped out and given to the boys to, it's like, there's a perfect example. You try and read that, because I've run out of space when I've done the quote. Whereas as far as the app goes, it's limitless. You know, you could do 50 pages, it wouldn't matter.
If a quote is accepted on the spot, they're able to mark it as being approved.
If you want to book it, it will take you to a calendar and you can drag and drop the approved jobs into positions.
And you can get the person's signature.
You can capture their signature. We can work out how much a lead is. I can tell you how much it costs me to actually win a job, what my return is on my investment, and to the dollar, what your spend is. As long as, like any system, as long as you follow the system, it works. We have in 2 years done over nearly 6,000 quotes we've done since that time. In the first year of the use of the app, our business grew by 40%. And that's massive. I keep harping back to the numbers because it's purely because of the fact that you've got a finger on every component is huge. It's a massive benefit because all of a sudden you've got a process and an ability to really take your business in a great direction. It is linked to Xero and MyOb, so anyone who's a MyOb or Xero user, it's compatible with both systems.
Really, you don't need to necessarily have anybody sitting in an office.
You can do it yourself.
All be done by one person or the team of people. Apart from saving you perhaps somebody unnecessarily in the office, frees up a person's time in the evening where they're not having to go through all their bookwork. They don't have to come back from a day working to catch up on all this paperwork and do all the invoicing.
So it's an all-round control management system. That's what I call it, a business control management system in your